Alright, do you have any projects that just don't get finished? Well, I certainly do. One of them is my desk. This is the bottom and this is the top. And they've been living on opposite ends of the room for longer than I care to admit. So it's time to marry them together. Before I see my standing desk rising, there was some trouble down the way. One of the snags that I hit is right here. It's where you join the wheels and the captured nuts. At first, I thought I could make it all out of wood, but that proved to be a little bit difficult. But then I got that 3D printer, and it was a lot easier to design something that will work. I came up with this, and so you have the axle for the wheels going in here. You have that captured nut just in here. But when you crank this to make it go up or down, it was moving like this. So what I needed was 2 captured nuts that are spaced further apart. And that's what I ended up with. There's one here and there's one back here. Another thing that I learned about during this project is bearings. I never used bearings before in any project, so I was only familiar with these. They're okay in the back to just hold up that threaded rod, but at the front there's a lot of pressure, so this won't work. So you need a thrust bearing. I got some of these. They're basically just 2 washers and the bearing in between. But as you can see, the rollers are oriented perpendicular to the force. So I wanted to make the legs out of plumbing pipe. There was another little snag that I hit. I learned that if you order all right-hand thread pipe, you cannot make a square. Because if you try to turn this one in, then you turn this one out. But there's a thing called a union. So I ordered half-length pipes and I'm going to join them together with this. I wanted to make this square so I can put down a board on top of it where my PC can sit on. So I finally put the desk together, but as you can see, it's not up, nor is it all the way down. But I actually like it that way. I'll show you in a little bit. One thing that it did was remove my desktop from the top there to the bottom, which made space for my old monitor to sit over there. So the reason that the desk is sort of floating is because it's on these pieces of wood. When I put it together, these blocks in the back that hold the threaded rod, they caught on the back. So in all my wisdom, I thought, well, if I just give it a little push, maybe it will settle. What actually happened was that I wrecked the 3D printed part. If I were to replace it, I would probably redo this part in metal. So the happy accident with this floating desk situation is if I roll up, my armrests actually slide under in between the desktop and the frame. So I actually prefer this. What I would do different next time, the spacing for the desk and the top now is 7 inches. I did that so I could fit my old desktop, but I actually like having a clear desk, so I don't need it to be that tall. I would probably make it 6 inches. This bottom part was 4.5 inches. I would also make that 6 inches. So I take some space from here and I add it there. The extra space down there will give a little bit more room for the mechanism to move the desk, and it will also put less stress on those parts. Let me know in the comments what you think about this desk, if you want to make your own standing desk or sitting desk. Don't forget to do this if you like this kind of stuff. And there should be something for you to watch next. Here or here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.